What up? I took a film camera into outer space. Well, technically, if you're gonna nitpick, I'm in Florida, but also definitely in outer space. Otherwise, how else would I be piloting the literal Millennium Falcon? Yeah, explain that. Checkmate, internet. Piloting and crashing the Millennium Falcon. Both take skill. Both take skill. I have got a Canon SureShot A1 and a Kodak M35 with me today, and in this video I'm going to show you photos from each of those cameras. If you're familiar with the channel, you might be thinking there is no way that Rob took a Kodak M35 all the way to America and actually trusted it to deliver photos. Oh yes, he did. In space / Florida, there is a little place called Galaxy's Edge. Essentially, it's like Disneyland for people who love Star Wars. I like Star Wars, but I have also felt the intimate touch of another human being, so I feel like the upper echelons of the Star Wars fandom are off limits to people like me. But this attraction at Disney's Hollywood Studios is one of the most immersive attractions like I've ever been on. This is insane, and I can only imagine if you're like a massive Star Wars fan, how much this would blow your mind. Oh yes, let's.
Expectations are low. Don't lower them further. May we never meet again.
I miss you already. So on board the Rise of the Resistance Star Wars attraction is basically the exact scenario where I knew I would want to use the Canon SureShot A1. I wanted a camera with a decent lens that will read DX codes of varying speeds, has a built-in flash, and genuinely good, snappy autofocus. All of which the Canon SureShot A1 has. It's nice, isn't it? I recently called this camera my favourite film point and shoot, and I stand by that. And naturally, with me being in Florida, I spent a lot of time on roller coasters and attractions. If I'm in a moving vehicle and I actually want to try and get a good photo, this is the camera I'm going to pick up. So some real talk on the Kodak M35 here. By this point in the trip, I'd already accidentally really fallen in love with shooting this camera, which if you're familiar with how much shit I've talked about this camera, that may surprise you because it definitely surprised me. And thankfully, I really like the photos because I wasn't finding out whether I liked them or not until I got home. So yeah, that would have sucked. They have that lo-fi vacation in the 90s sort of vibe, which is perfect for Florida. It just adds to the nostalgia, especially somewhere like a Disney theme park, which is just tailored to incite nostalgia. Like the color palette, everything about this place makes you feel nostalgic. And we'll dig a little deeper into all of these Kodak M35 photos when I make the video specifically about using that camera on this trip. I also took some photos that were basically the same on the Canon SureShot A1 and the Kodak M35. And here you can see the difference between a toy film camera and a good one. And I don't mean that in a shady way. I'm not having a go at the Kodak M35. I just mean it logically. Often people say that they want a Kodak M35 because the photos have more character and better cameras don't have that. And whilst that is true in the sense that the Kodak M35 looks technically worse but sometimes aesthetically better, I don't think it's fair to say that the SureShot A1 doesn't have any character either. It just has a better lens and lets more light in. So overall, I very much enjoyed my little trip out to space. Who knew they'd sell vegan burgers there? And they'd have gift shops so that you could buy things. Anyway, thanks for checking out the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure you like it. Consider subscribing to the channel for all sorts of film photography based stuff. I appreciate you being here. I hope you are well. I hope your family's well. I hope your dog is well. As always, please, a little scratch behind the ears from me, and hopefully I will catch you in the next one. Peace.